when it comes to, I suppose, the week that you've had, it was a big week with this return of volatility with a vengeance, some would say. I mean, were you getting a lot of concern calls coming from clients?
Look, naturally, I think when you get the oversized moves that we've been getting after a period of such nothingness, it does spook some people. But in the end of the day, the companies themselves don't really change that much, but the prices can change a lot. And often with that, you do get the opportunities to buy some companies or look to buy some companies that you haven't had the chance to for some time. So that's probably what we've been sort of relaying to clients. We wouldn't be necessarily acting immediately. There are essentially two scenarios that can play out at the moment. We might get a situation in the US where the Fed falls behind the curve. We've had abnormally low interest rates for a long period of time. Economic growth and the economic cycle is quite mature in the US, and now you've got this added potential for fiscal stimulus to come through at a time when you normally wouldn't get it in the past. So that might well and truly set off inflation. If that was the case, then you might get a situation where the central banks, the Federal Reserve, need to raise rates quicker and faster than the market and higher than the market was expecting, and this could perpetuate the slowdown or the correction that we're seeing. But we might also get a situation where inflation expectations start to come back a little bit. Some of the data points might start to underwhelm. I sort of touched on in the previous hour how energy prices have reached a bit of a peak and started to come back. The US dollar has reached a bit of a floor, started to move higher again, and both those factors are actually deflationary. So we could see in a month's time the inflation reading disappoints, and we might be back to sort of square one. So markets on an even keel at the moment. I'm not sure exactly which way things will go, so the best thing to do, I think, is to proceed with caution. Hold a bit of cash.
Sit on your hands, hold some cash?
I think so. I think for now there might be certain companies that report that you want to target, and as I was sort of saying, as prices come back, valuations start to look a bit more attractive, and there might be a certain shopping list of companies that you're looking at, and there might be one or two things that come back to your target price, and you can look to deploy some funds. But I wouldn't be doing a mass buy at this point.